Is there any amount of time in the world that can heal the wound between Leafs Nation and Mitch Marner? Is there anything that could happen that will heal the wound? Like, let's
Yeah.
say he goes, he signs anywhere. Sorry, you got something off the top,
Well,
Dave? What do you got?
I mean, I don't know if you're going to allude to this, but if he comes back in 10 years, let's say, and he does the LeBron,
Why would he do that though? Like, like, would the Leafs want to do that?
well, that's the thing. Like, who knows
No,
what the situation looks like in 5 to 10 years?
I think I think there's only like one scenario where this relationship is repaired, and this is once again emotionally charged answer. You guys tell me if I'm off base here. I think the only world where Mitch Marner can walk into Scotiabank Arena like I saw this because I was watching the truck feed last night. Like Landy McDonald was at the arena last night. Like for
Mm.
I don't know if it was specifically the Leafs troop shout out, but they always have some alumni there. They come out at the 100 level, wave to the fans, always get a great reception. How long does it take for Mitch Marner to be able to do that? Like I don't know if there's a time. I think the only thing that would ever allow him to do that is if the Leafs just like won the cup at some point without him. I think at
Before
that
he
point, like,
does.
yeah, but so you know what? I don't even know if I care if he wins it or not. I don't even know because think about it like this way, Mando. Phil Kessel, if he walked into that arena last night, like he's getting cheers. Like he's getting cheers.
But
Like I think at
we
this
still don't have
point,
our cup. But he
That's
yeah,
fair.
also
and
didn't
he's
wrong
got
us
three
enough.
of them. He's got three of the cups. I think
But
we like time healed that wound. I think this is a harder wound for time to heal with Mitch Marner. I don't even know if he could play his career elsewhere, retire, and then be allowed. Like, and would he then be fine to come back in Scotiabank Arena and get a cheer in that scenario? Right
I think
now,
it's
I don't
tough.
see it.
It's so tough because like I'm trying to think of the Phil Kessel comparison. I don't know if he was ever. I don't even know if he's ever been as talented as Mitch Marner
No,
is,
no,
right?
no.
But he also hasn't, frankly, wronged the team enough like Mitch has either.
Yeah, okay, let's do this. Like, the Leafs haven't won the Cup since 1967. Mitch Marner has probably met, you can probably count the people on Mitch Marner's hand that he's met that have won a Stanley Cup with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Like Dave Keon, Johnny Bauer, like those are probably, I don't know how many other
Couple
guys
of
he's
them,
met that have
couple
won,
others,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Since then, nobody's won the Cup with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Anyone before Mitch Marner, I think, could walk into Scotiabank Arena and get a standing ovation as an alumni member. Maybe I'm forgetting someone. You guys tell
Dude,
me, but
no,
No.
you're right. Like
I,
Nikolai Borshevsky, I was there at game
anyone.
one. Nikolai Borshevsky
Yeah,
was the
doesn't even
alumni.
have to be a playoff hero. Think about someone who's got like nothing. Like I don't
It's
like. Does
anyone,
Tomas
really.
Kaberle have like Nick Antropov? Like you can name
Aki Berg,
anybody.
yeah.
Like I anyone. I don't know if when Mitch Marner retires, we'll have forgiven him by then because, like we talked about, they were capable. They were they were never really close. Actually, I was gonna say they were so close they weren't even halfway
They had
there.
7 wins.
But
They had
it
7 out of 16.
My
That's so
God,
bad. It factors in that I
my
think
God.
if we're looking specifically at those players, maybe when it's the Matt Sundin era, maybe when they're beating the Sens and they're, the last time they made the conference final in 2002 against the Hurricanes, that's the last team that had, a real chance. When Phil Kessel was here, I don't know if anyone actually had cup aspirations with him and James Van Riemsdyk and the crew. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I'm so caught up. I don't ever remember being like,
You're
these
wrong.
guys
I don't
can
think
get it
that's
done.
unfair,
So
I
but
don't know.
I still think
So
it
we're basically
was
saying
like,
this is the worst era of Leafs hockey relative to expectations.
yeah.
It's,
I
I
No
mean,
one's come close
it's
to
hard to
this.
believe that, but it's like, that's the whole thing is like this team had the guys, at least up front. Like some people might think you're delusional to think they actually could win with this group, but look at the squad they have. Like this year, they
You know
actually
what I
had.
saw today? I saw the Hockey News 2018 Future Watch. It's not a matter of
everyone put
if,
that
it's
up.
when, right?
Everyone
Like
put that up.
we,
It was crazy.
it wasn't just a Toronto thing that we thought they were going to do it. It was the
It's the
Hockey News, not the
NHL.
Toronto News. The Hockey
It was the
News.
NHL wide thing.
I feel like right now,
Oh my
I honestly,
God.
I think because there's this like relief washing over me, and you guys said it, it's just sad. There's not a lot of anger towards Mitch Marner right now. It's the disappointment that this is how it ended for him. And again, you said it, Dave, he's a father now. Like, I'm not happy with the way that he handled a lot of it here in the past couple years. It felt like it was a bit selfish. It felt like he almost put blame and whined about other things at certain times. But at this point, it's like, you know what? You're unfortunately better for this team on another team, and if he's successful, I'm not going to be upset. But
dude,
it's
I
going to just
not
be
gonna be upset
disappointing. No,
I don't know, man. I might be a little bit, and you know what it is?
That's okay.
No,
That's
I'm gonna be upset a little bit because I already know how
Right.
the story's gonna play out, and it's gonna be Mitch Marner is gonna go to the Carolina Hurricanes.
That'll make us very mad.
That
If there
would
is
bother
one
me.
spot
Yes.
Okay.
to no end, because that is the most spiteful place that Mitch
Yes.
Marner
Let's
could go
do it
to.
again. Chicago Blackhawks.
That would bother me because I wanted to
Right.
see Connor Bedard. So
San Jose Sharks.
that would bother me because of Macklin Celebrini. I'm not even kidding, Dave, but I tell you, literally the three teams where it would bother me are Carolina
Really?
because I'm not even kidding. Carolina because that would be a spiteful choice by Mitch Marner. That would be like the most, like that's the most heel turn decision you could make.
Yeah.
Connor Bedard and Chicago and San Jose is because I really want to enjoy the careers of Connor Bedard and Macklin Celebrini
And not have to deal with
having.
them.
Yeah, like, and it's not even about Mitch Marner. It's just like I don't want to have to turn on a San Jose Sharks game, see Mitch Marner there, and just like think about like this.
So
I want him to go like.
So at the end of the
It's
day,
a really good place. Like I don't care. Like,
at the end of the
I don't know.
day, we did come to the agreement. You guys were like, oh, you know, I don't know if I'd fully be upset. But we just named three teams here that are very real possibilities for him to join. And it's like, oh, that would actually leave a sour taste in my mouth. And now,
Carolina for sure. The other two is just like a personal thing.
If that happens, can you not see Mitch Marner going to another team and then winning a Conn Smythe? And guess what's going to be plastered all over the Toronto Sun, TSN, Sportsnet, everywhere, anywhere where you consume media, where you consume your hockey coverage. Why couldn't he win in Toronto? What was it about Toronto?
So I'm actually curious if you guys, so that's, Dave, you bring that up. That's fair. I think that's a good point. Maybe it's different and I'm thinking differently. Like, how did you guys feel when Kadri won? Is it different because you kind of wanted him to stay or did you guys want Kadri out? Like, I'm curious if it's a similar conversation there or not.
I thought the Kadri trade was inevitable after how that season ended. Like, I thought it was just an untenable thing. I spent like a week looking at all the potential Nazem Kadri trades, and Barry and Kerfoot was one of like the combos I put together. And when it happened, I'm like, oh my god, they did the thing that I maybe thought they could do. I wasn't sour for him when he won because like he talked about it. Like there's people who didn't believe in him, Kyle Dubas. It wasn't like the fans. I think loved the player. When it wasn't like just suspension. I don't. It's a tough one, Mando. I would say I lean more to like I was not resentful for Nazem Kadri when he won. I was.
And then the reason I only say
and I
that,
was
Dave,
someone who wanted him to be traded.
And the only reason I say that, and Dave, I'll let you. So I don't want to mean to jump in here. It's just you like a lot of fans liked the player Nazem Kadri was. They didn't love his antics. A lot of the fans love regular season Mitch Marner. Nobody likes playoff Mitch Marner. So that's the whole thing is we're picking and choosing, rightfully so. I wouldn't be if he won next year with the Hurricanes, I'd rage. If he won next year with the Sharks, obviously I'm biased, and the Blackhawks.
Dude, it could be 5 years from now. If Mitch Marner wins a cup, I'm gonna feel resentment because he should be in billions of other worlds.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
Right? If we're gonna do the Doctor Strange analogies, like I saw 14 billion realities. And all of them led to your death. All of them in my mind
Dave
lead
in
to
tears.
Mitch Marner winning a cup as the hometown hero. But this one that we're living in right now isn't. This is where he should be winning a cup. But for whatever reason, it just has never worked out, and it will never work out that way. And that's what I'm going to hold resentment for. I'm going to hold resentment for 10 years of my life that we've lost through this team. 10 years of blood, sweat, tears, anger, excitement, joy, optimism. I can list off another 15 adjectives that describe my feelings for the Toronto Maple Leafs that I'm never going to get back because of this team.
Yeah.
And for that, I'm ready to bury it. I'm ready to put this era in the ground while it's still semi-warm and move on.
Yeah. I think just to, the only question I had is, where do you guys think he lands? I don't think it's here, clearly, and we don't think it. Where would be the place you could see him landing mostly?
I've got three. I'll give you my top three.
Okay, go.
Third place, give me the Nashville Predators. They've got the space. They don't have many guys that they need to re-sign, if any at all. Talk about a place away from the noise that I think Mitch Marner would enjoy living in. Checks all the boxes to me.
He'd bring the noise back to that building.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah.
I think that would, unless maybe Ryan O'Reilly goes to Barry Trotz and says you cannot sign this guy. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe that's what happens. But so I would say Nashville. I would say the New York Islanders are starving for star power and for offense. Another team I believe that has the space, and I think the penchant to get that done, the money, like the resources. First overall pick is pretty nice if you're Mitch Marner looking at a team where it's like, okay, maybe a team that has something cooking. I mean, they're pretty mid overall, but like you can do that. Swap places with JT, be kind of funny. But my number one, and especially after the hiring of this guy, the LA Kings. I think Ken Holland would fall. Like I think he'd fall over himself to sign Mitch Marner, and he already has a quote like saying, looking to do business, like looking to change the makeup of this team. Another team I believe that has the space. So give me Nashville, give me Islanders, give me LA Kings as my Marner destinations.
Dave, you got it.
I kind of outlined mine. I think
you did.
I think Carolina makes a ton of sense. They've wanted him for so many years. Another one.
They wanted him a couple months ago.
Yeah. Well, but even before that too, where they not in conversation.
It was
before.
It was like Columbus, the Islanders, and Carolina are like all the teams that have snuck around on it the most. Yeah.
My second pick was going to be the Columbus Blue Jackets because they have the space. They're on the come up again, and
I'm just trying to think about is Marner going to want to live there for the rest of his career?
Well, you know what? But I don't know, guys. I mean, R.I.P. Johnny, but Johnny Gaudreau made it very clear it was great for families, and he had a newborn right at the time. And look at Mitch. You wonder if that's a correlation.
His circumstances, I think, were a little bit different just because he is
closer to home for him.
Area, right?
Yeah.
But still, like, regardless.
The Ottawa Senators is what you're saying. No, I'm kidding.
My other pick was going to be Chicago, because if any team needs just a start me up thing, it's probably
another pressure. It's a pressure cooker still to an extent.
To an extent, but I don't think there's a pressure cooker.
Nothing compares to Toronto in hockey. Definitely.
And I think for at least next year, he can get away from some sort of that would be 2017 part 2 for him.
Yeah.
Okay, just a new start type of deal, whatever. The LA Kings to me make so much sense, guys. Like they have $23 million in cap space. I gotta look at who they have to resign as well, like how much gets eaten into that. But
I like that too, because it's then guess who he gets to see every day? The guy who was there for him yesterday.
Who's am I blanking?
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah, maybe more for us. Maybe he was more there for. I mean, he's there for both of them, but that's funny. Yeah, but you get it all. Like you still get a huge market. You get team with like a recent winning history. You get team that's been in the playoffs, maybe not got out of the first round. Kind of feels familiar to the Leafs in that sense, but
we don't.
Where is Mitch Marner on the LA Stars athletic stars list? 25?
Just in LA in general?
you're like in the shadow of someone else's shadow of someone else's shadow. Like
Dude,
you're not even
you have
getting a sniff.
you have the two biggest sports superstars in the world right now playing in the same city in LeBron and Shohei.
Yeah, like dude, Mitch Marner is literally in the 20s on this list. Like you want to fade away from the spotlight while still playing in a spotlight city, go to LA. It's a perfect fit, guys.
You're
I
right.
think like I said, I think Kenny Holland is the type of GM to be like, that's my guy. That's what I would do. UFAs, they have Kuzmenko. Okay, he's made 2.75. They actually had a good playoff. They bring him back. Okay, Tanner Jeannot can do without him.
Tanner's no thank
LaFerriere.
you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, LaFerriere. Okay, yeah, I'll take like 2 mil. Trevor Lewis, minimum.
A minimum.
Nobody else at forward. Gavrikov. So let's say Gavrikov. Let's give him the Morgan Riley AAV. Let's give him 7.5 for Gavrikov, and let's give LaFerriere and Kuzmenko. Let's give them 5 mil combined. So that's 12.5 of like 23 million. Like you're looking at about 12 million in cap space for the LA Kings. And if they really wanted to get into the sweepstakes, if they had to move 1 or 2 contracts to get this done, like Kyle Burrows makes 1.1 million, easy one. They can do this. The money works. They can do that. Give me the LA Kings. Number 1.
Fair.
You got what do you got, man?
Any?
No, you guys summed up like the majority. I think between you guys, you said about 6 teams. Selfishly, would love to see him in a Sharks color. But at the end of the day, yeah, it'd be hard to hang. You like, oh, he stays within the family, the Mando family.
Yeah.
Like
See, I wouldn't like if I had another team, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, just let him free.